Turn up your speakers in 3, 2, 1. Hear that sound? What if I told you that this strange little noise holds the secret to you creating wealth, happiness, and freedom in your life? That this sound is the key to success without hard work? That Fortune 500 CEOs, successful artists and scientists, and regular people that you meet every day are using the essence of this noise to create astonishing wealth, to manifest awe-inspiring works of creativity, to enjoy the finest things in life, and to never answer to anyone but themselves. That this little noise is the key to aligning yourself with the universe to manifest real love, to solve conflicts inside your family, and to go to bed and wake up feeling relaxed and satisfied with your life. Now, what if I told you that people who understand the secret of this noise are able to effortlessly attract their every desire? But people who don't understand it will always have a brick wall between them and success. Well, I'll give you a hint. The frequency of the sound waves you're hearing match the frequency of your brain waves during hypnosis. They're called theta waves. The good news is, I've discovered 4 steps that anyone, yes, even you, can use to take advantage of these theta waves and effortlessly reprogram your brain to automatically attract your deepest desires. So sit back and get ready to see the scientific proof of how these 4 steps will bring you the wealth, the happiness, and the success that you've been craving. My name is Eric Toller, and I train people to reprogram their minds and transform their lives. If you've tried to change your life before, I bet you've been disappointed by the results. You see, most programs might help you attract your desires, but they don't rewire your brain to automatically take action and pursue them. Well, what's the point of telling the universe you're ready for success if your subconscious mind, it stops you from claiming what the universe sends you? You see, the truth is, 97% of people who try to reprogram their brain, they make one little mistake that hijacks their success and puts up a brick wall between them and their desires. In this free presentation, I'll give you one little-known trick to avoid that mistake and to break down the wall that's standing between you and your own personal goals, financial freedom, fulfilling relationships, better health, well, whatever your heart desires. All it takes is 4 steps that you can do right now that come from this Stanford University neuroscience study on the brainwave patterns of meditating Tibetan monks. These steps are everything that you need to manifest your desires and to rewire your mind to automatically reach out and claim what you deserve. Now, I should warn you, though, my business partner is telling me that other authors are charging anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to share information like this. Well, he says I should start charging people to share these 4 simple steps, and I gotta say he's pretty convincing, so make sure to watch this presentation while it's still free. Because I also want to share with you the science behind why some people effortlessly attract success while others slave away their whole lives fixing other people's problems, but never getting anywhere themselves. And I'll show you a weird trick to rewire your subconscious so you can be one of the people who easily manifests their desires. Oh, and then I'll tell you about the invisible chains trapping you where you are and keeping you from reaching your goals. And I'll give you the tools to instantly break those chains. Hey, I know this all sounds impossible, but I promise that if you watch to the end of this presentation, I'll prove to you exactly how it all works. You'll be shocked at how easy it is, and you'll never forget how this short presentation changed your life. First, let me take a second to introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Eric Toller. I live with my wife and daughter outside Los Angeles, California. I own a business consulting firm and work as much or as little as I want to. We live in our dream house and drive our dream cars. Last summer, we took vacations to Hawaii, Italy, and Australia. We're able to pursue our hobbies and passions and to help others. We attract success and manifest our desires. You could say that we're living our purpose, but it wasn't always this way. Just a few years ago, my life almost collapsed. You see, I was living with my family in a tiny apartment in East Asia. I didn't have my own firm yet. I was working for another firm at a minimum wage, soul-sucking desk job. Every morning, I drove to work in the dark, sat for 11 hours in a tiny cubicle where I never saw the sun, and then drove home. We couldn't afford 2 bedrooms, so our 13-year-old daughter slept in the living room. Sometimes I heard her crying and shivering at night. You see, I couldn't afford to turn up the heat. My relationship with my wife was falling apart. The magic of our relationship was gone. We fought more, and we tried not to yell in front of our daughter, but you know how it goes. I really felt like a failure. We all wanted to move back to the U.S., but I couldn't afford the move. In fact, I couldn't even afford our bills. Our credit cards were maxed out, and our bank account was empty. Worst of all, I was behind on the rent. The landlord was about to kick us out, and we didn't have anywhere to go. I felt trapped. I needed a better job, but I was working 60 hours a week already. When did I have time to go job hunting? I could see where my life was headed. My family would fall apart. I'd work 60-hour weeks for minimum wage until I was old enough to draw Social Security, and even then I'd still have to work to pay the bills. It felt like the universe was against me. I thought I was the unluckiest man in the world. You see, every time I'd get close to success, bad luck would come along and destroy my chances. I didn't know yet that I was making the same mistake that hijacks 97% of people who try to achieve their goals. But at the time, I had no hope for my future. Never relaxing, never buying anything special, never seeing the world. Well, I probably don't have to tell you, that's a terrible feeling. If that's what you're going through right now, please keep listening, because I'm about to tell you how I escaped. One afternoon at work, my boss walked by with an important client, the type of client who has an assistant following him around to take notes or get coffee. As they passed, I saw the assistant drop some papers. I picked them up and yelled after them, but they didn't hear me. I looked at the paper and read the title on the first page, The Elastic Brain. It was a neuroscience study on the brainwave patterns of meditating Tibetan monks. I took it back to my cubicle and spent the day reading. The report talked about the programming of the human brain. It turns out the way you think and act is programmed deep inside your mind. That programming occurs when you're a child, and for the rest of your life it decides whether you'll attract success or failure. Now, if you had a positive childhood, your brain gets programmed to attract success. If you had a difficult childhood, your brain gets programmed to attract failure. Well, believe it or not, scientists can now analyze someone's brain and predict whether that person will be successful in life. The report went on to talk about how the brain is like clay. It can be molded and sculpted. It had research from Stanford University where they tested the brains of meditating monks and discovered that the monks were able to physically change their brains. They grew their left prefrontal cortexes where the brain feels happiness. They could change their brains because they knew how to enter something called the theta state. Keep watching, and I'll show you the 3-minute trick I discovered to automatically enter this same state. So I started thinking, the monks used the theta state to change their brains to be more happy. I wondered, how else could you change your brain? Could you change your brain to be more outgoing or to work better with people? How about to stop attracting failure and start attracting success? I decided to find out. I just needed to figure out 2 things. 1, what was the theta state? And 2, how do you enter the theta state and reprogram your mind to attract success? Well, luckily, I live near a university. I talked to a neuroscience professor named Dr. Lin. Here's what he taught me. You enter the theta state when your brainwave frequency is between 4 and 7 hertz. That's the frequency of dreams, deep meditation, and hypnosis. When you're deep in the theta state, your brain is ready to be sculpted. That's why hypnotists put you deep into the theta state. It's when your mind is most accepting of change. And it's why the Tibetan monks meditate in the theta state. They can easily change their brains to experience more happiness. And if they could change their brains, well, I knew I could change mine. My next step was to figure out how to enter the theta state and how to reprogram my mind to attract success. Well, luckily, I was living in East Asia, where I could talk to meditation experts from all philosophies. I learned from Taoist, Shinto, and Confucian teachers. I also found mentors in newer philosophies like Qianduism and Falun Gong. They all said something different. Each philosophy had a few people who could enter the theta state, but not consistently. Their teachings weren't the secret. It was something that individuals discovered. But what was it? That's where my experience in the business world helped out. I wasn't interested in what sounded nice or felt right. I was interested in what worked. Because of work, I only had 1 day a week to do my research. I found ways to prepare to enter the theta state, but I couldn't find how to actually do it. I kept hitting dead ends, and, I almost gave up. Then I found the quietest, humblest, richest man that I've ever met, a meditation expert named Art Mantri. He lived with his family in a huge estate outside of Bangkok, Thailand. Years before, he'd been a monk, but he decided he wanted a family. He took what he learned about using meditation to manifest happiness and started using meditation to manifest success. I asked him to teach me to meditate. He normally doesn't meet with people, but I told him how my life was falling apart, and Art decided to help. He taught me his meditation techniques, and for the first time I entered the theta state. It was the most calm and most content I've ever felt. For the rest of the day, I felt inspired. I saw ways to fix my financial troubles, ways I just hadn't seen before. People around me were happier to see me and quicker to trust me and share their ideas with me. They could already tell that something was different about me. The universe was starting to notice me as someone who deserved success. I told Art about this and that it was thanks to the theta state. He didn't know the term. I tried to explain the Stanford study and how this type of deep meditation resculpted your brain. It works, he told me. It makes me happy. It doesn't matter why. Well, I liked knowing how it worked, but I wasn't going to argue with the guy who was saving my life. Art's lesson was the final piece of the puzzle. It took over a year, but I discovered 4 steps to enter the theta state and reprogram your mind to attract success. Now, let me tell you, entering the theta state is incredible. I've meditated before, but this was a new level. I was more connected with the universe and deeper in my own mind than ever before. When it happens, you feel the rest of the world slip away, and suddenly your mind becomes like clay. You can start sculpting it however you want. I'm guessing that you'd like to know how it works, right? Well, pay close attention because I'm serious when I say that these steps will change your life. Oh, and make sure to keep watching after these steps because I still want to share my lazy man's trick to pack these 4 steps into 3 minutes. Okay, you ready? Step 1 is the clean slate mind. To get started, you've got to put stress and worry out of your mind. Now, obviously, that's not easy to do, so you'll need a pen, a piece of paper, and an empty drawer. The first time I tried this technique, I couldn't believe how well it worked. You start by writing down everything that you've been stressed about, and then you make one simple move that tricks your mind into forgetting all about your worries. If you don't do it exactly right, it won't work. I'll tell you how to make that move in a moment, but first, let me tell you about step 2, priming the positivity pump. Now, if you want to attract your ideal life, you have to send a positive signal to the universe. You do that by filling your mind with positive thoughts. But I'm sure you already know you can't just think happy thoughts. That's why step 2 is so important. I discovered a simple trick to prime the positivity pump and start programming your brain to automatically send a positive signal to the universe. I'll show you exactly how to do that. But first, here's step 3. Daytime dreaming visualization techniques. You've heard about visualization, but did you know that 96% of meditation experts make one simple visualization mistake? That mistake stops them from ever entering the theta state. Here's what happens. They use outdated visualization techniques that don't work. But I learned these daytime dreaming techniques in a small monastery in East Asia. They help your visualization become so powerful that it's like a beacon to the universe, forcing it to send your desires. These techniques help me to avoid that one simple visualization mistake and get me ready for the final step. Step 4. Elevator to the theta state. Now that you've prepped your mind, you're ready. This is the meditation technique that I learned from Art Mantri. It eases you deeper and deeper into your mind until you enter the theta state. Then it sculpts your mind to start manifesting your desires and attracting success. Now, I started using these 4 steps right away. Every evening, I'd get home from work, prepare my mind, and then meditate to enter the theta state. The first week, my life changed. One morning at work, my boss was panicking. There was an emergency, and they were about to lose their biggest client. I sat in my cubicle and listened, and then suddenly, I saw the solution. It was simple, but no one had thought of it. I spoke up. I said, "What if we tried it this way?" My boss gave me a blank stare as he thought about what I said. "That's brilliant," he said. They pulled me into their meeting to talk specifics. Well, long story short, we fixed the emergency, we kept the big client, and we made the company a lot of money. Right away, they gave me a huge promotion and a huge raise. I'd never seen so many zeros in my bank account. Suddenly, I wasn't stressed about paying rent. I paid off the credit card, I got caught up on the bills, and for the first time in years, I had money to spend. My family wasn't stressed anymore. And without the money worries, my wife and I stopped fighting. We were best friends again. Even my daughter was happier, especially when we moved out of our tiny apartment and she got her own bedroom. After so many years of feeling hopeless, I thought things were finally going my way. But then I almost lost everything that really matters. I came home one evening to find my wife crying at the kitchen table. Her face was red and her eyes were puffy. "I'm tired," she said. "You're not the same. All you do is work and meditate." Well, I tried to argue, but she was right. I worked full-time hours, and then I came home and spent 3 or 4 hours prepping my mind and meditating in the theta state. "What's the point of having money," she asked, "if you're never around?" She was right. But I was stuck. If I stopped meditating, I'd stop attracting success. But if I kept spending 4 hours every day to enter the theta state, I'd be neglecting my family and my own happiness. I needed to find a way to enter the theta state that didn't take several hours. I asked Dr. Lin and Art Mantry, but they didn't know. I finally found the answer when a coworker was telling me about his insomnia. "I bought this CD," he said. "The sound waves of the music match the brain waves when you sleep. Your brain matches it and you fall right into deep sleep." Right away, I thought about the theta state. If the right sound waves could make you sleep more deeply, could different sound waves pull your mind into the theta state? I brought my question to Dr. Lin. "Could this work?" I asked. "Could sound waves at 4 to 7 hertz help me reach the theta state faster?" "Hypothetically, yes," he said, "but it's never been done." "That wouldn't stop me. I went to an audio engineer. I need music at this frequency," I said. He gave me some funny looks, but he put together a 30-minute audio. Once I had the audio, I added empowering statements. If this worked, and I thought it would, then the music would make my brain like clay and the positive messages would sculpt it to attract more success. Then I created 3-minute videos to watch before the audios to really get my mind prepped. Now, when all was said and done, I had a quick system to enter the theta state. I started calling my system Thought Elevators. By this time, I knew what it felt like to enter the theta state, and I could feel my mind effortlessly slipping into it in just 33 minutes. It worked great, and I was saving myself over 3 hours every day. But I had one more breakthrough before I was done. One night, I had an important meeting with a client. I was at the office late and couldn't make it home, but I still wanted to use my thought elevator system. So while I was scarfing down my dinner, I watched the 3-minute video and then turned on the audio. Now, I didn't have time to close my eyes and meditate. I just had the audio play in the background while I got ready for the meeting. But let me tell you, that meeting went fantastic. You see, after hearing my presentation, the client didn't want to hire my boss. They wanted to hire me. I started my own business consulting firm, and they were my first client. It went so well that I started wondering, did I really need to meditate, or could I just turn the audios on in the background? Could just my subconscious mind enter the theta state and resculpt my brain all while I was focused on something else? So I tried an experiment. I never meditated. I just watched the 3-minute video to prep my mind and then turned on the audio in the background. I've never had so much success in a single month. My new firm found client after client. I hired a manager and suddenly I was making more money and working less than I ever had. Before, I had to meditate 3 to 5 hours a day to enter the theta state and reprogram my mind. Now, all I had to do was watch a 3-minute video and then push play on the audio. My brain was transformed to attract more and more success and to manifest all my desires. My thought elevator system changed my life. I moved my family back to the U.S., where I'm the happiest I've ever been. We recently bought our dream house, and I'm driving the car I always wanted. And when I see something I want to buy, I buy it. I don't even worry about how much money is in my account. I let my accountant handle that. I have the freedom I've always craved. No one orders me around. I work as much or as little as I want. My family life is great, and I can really pursue my passions. But I couldn't keep this to myself. After all, I believe the purpose of manifesting your desires is so you can help others. One day, I noticed a woman in a cubicle doing my old job. She looked just as miserable as I used to be. I talked to her. She said her name was Lisa, and I asked how she liked her job. Lisa put on a fake smile and said she loved it. Come on, I said. You can be honest. Somehow, Lisa decided to open up. She was a single mother and her ex-husband wasn't paying child support. Her kids fought all the time and Lisa worked all day. She felt trapped. I have something that might help, I told her. I let her use my thought elevator system. It resculpted her brain, and right away she started attracting success. Her kids started getting along better and she married her soulmate. Then she got an idea for an online business and was soon able to quit her job. When I saw her last month, she'd bought a new BMW with cash. Lisa couldn't thank me enough. The thought elevator system had forced the universe to send her desires. She asked if she could share it with her friends. I said, of course. Soon, there were dozens of people using thought elevators. One of Lisa's friends became a millionaire flipping real estate. Another finally published her first book. They were all able to enter the theta state and reprogram their minds to attract success. I knew then I had to make thought elevators available to the world. So I collected 9 of the most powerful of these videos and audios into a series that I'm calling Thought Elevators. They're my lazy man shortcut to transforming your life. I got the word out online, and so far I've sent my thought elevators to 53,758 people all over the world. They're resculpting their minds to stop attracting failure and start attracting success. Now, unlike other programs, Thought Elevators doesn't require any hard work. Other programs make you schedule hours every day to meditate, but Thought Elevators pulls your mind into the theta state without extended meditation. In fact, you don't have to meditate at all. Of course, if you want to meditate, the audios are perfect for deep meditation. Unlike other programs, Thought Elevators automatically reprograms your brain while you're getting ready for the day, while you're driving, eating, or doing whatever. You just have to watch the 3-minute video, then turn the audio on in the background. The theta wave music and the empowering audio will resculpt your brain so you can effortlessly attract wealth and happiness and success. When you download the Thought Elevators package, you'll get all 9 individual thought elevators, including wealth and money. Our attitudes toward money are one of the strongest brainwave patterns formed in our youth, and they can be very hard to break. How we manage our money affects our future wealth. How we perform at our jobs affects our future career prospects. Our brain patterns may be sabotaging us in both cases. This thought elevator is specifically targeted toward changing your attitudes toward money and helping you have the thought patterns that will help advance your career. Relationships. How you relate to friends and family members comes from how you present yourself to them and how you react to them. While it may sometimes seem impossible to have a healthy relationship with our friends and family members, it actually is possible once you change your brain's basic programming. This thought elevator will teach you specific ways that you can change your dialogue with your family, help them appreciate you more, and control your reactions to them. The result will be better, healthier relationships. Your ideal partner. Are you tired of attracting the wrong type of people into your romantic life? Isn't it time you broke free of this pattern and instead attract the type of partners who will make your life better? This thought elevator will help you break the cycle of heartbreak that's been holding you back from your true romantic potential. Health and healing. Do you get sick often? When you get sick or hurt yourself, does it seem like you take longer to heal than most people? The truth is that your brain chemistry is in charge of both your immune system and the way you heal. When you use this thought elevator to create brain alignment, it will suddenly be easy to eat better and stay in shape. You'll get sick less often and recover more quickly when you're hurt. Energy. Do you feel tired all the time? Is it difficult for you to get motivated? This is a common symptom when your brain is not in alignment. But you have the ability deep down inside you to become turbocharged all day long. This thought elevator will tap your deep reserves of energy to always feel focused and ready to embrace whatever the day throws at you. Your ideal weight. Does it seem like you can never achieve or maintain your goal weight? Does your weight yo-yo up and down? Do you lose motivation when you try to diet and exercise? Negative thought patterns can lead you to believe you don't deserve to have a healthy-looking, active body. This self-sabotage has been holding you back your whole life. But the truth is that you do deserve to look and feel great, and this thought elevator can program you to finally get to your ideal weight. Accelerated learning. Do you feel like it takes you a long time to learn new skills? Hey, don't be ashamed, lots of people feel this way. But your brain is a sponge, and you can learn anything you put your mind to. You just have to get rid of the mental blocks that are holding you back from absorbing new knowledge. This thought elevator removes the barriers that are holding you back so you learn more quickly and retain more of what you study. Anxiety and stress relief. The world is a more stressful place than it's ever been before. Sometimes it seems overwhelming, and you can suffer anxiety attacks or feel too stressed out to cope. This thought elevator helps you deal with stress in a positive way, while at the same time relieving anxiety so you feel calm and focused. Business success. Did you know that you can be just as successful in business as you want to be? It's true. The way you present yourself, the choices you make, your power to learn, and how you relate to other people, that determines how far you go in business. But if your mind is not in alignment, you'll sabotage your business success. This thought elevator unleashes your natural talents and makes sure that you go further in your career than you may have thought possible. All you have to do is watch the 3-minute video, then turn the audio on in the background and let the empowering messages and theta state sound waves reprogram your mind. Your subconscious mind will absorb these empowering messages automatically. Your capacity for joy and positivity will increase, and soon you'll be manifesting financial abundance and security. I want you to take a second to imagine what your life will be like once you can effortlessly attract wealth, success, and happiness. No more sleepless nights, tossing and turning while you stress out about paying rent, the family problems, or overall life satisfaction. No more feeling sick to your stomach when you think about your bills piling up or your credit card debt just getting worse and worse. No more fear and regret that you aren't living up to your potential. No more hopelessness when you think of the future, terrified that you'll be alone forever, doomed to ruin every relationship that you have. Imagine what it'll be like to live in the home that you want and drive the car that you want, seeing something you'd like to buy and just buying it because you have the extra money. Imagine loving how you look and feel in your body, turning heads when you walk down the street, your friends jealous about how great you look. Most of all, I want you to imagine how happy you'll feel when your whole life opens up in front of you and you have more time to enjoy your hobbies, pursue your dreams, and spend with your loved ones. More time to find fulfillment. You can feel that way, and my thought elevators will get you there. Now, I've asked my students what they thought something like this was worth. They're all so thrilled with their new lives that they told me numbers like $1,000, $3,000, or even $5,000. After all, this program is helping them manifest all the money they'll ever need. But I spoke to my business partner and he said that $500 was a better price. Now, I don't know, that still seems like a lot of money. I want as many people as possible to experience the freedom and happiness of manifesting wealth and success. And if you're watching this presentation, $500 might still sound a little risky. So even though my business partner thinks I'm crazy, I'm slashing that price by over 90%. For only $47, you can start this life-changing program and finally have the financial freedom that you deserve. Click the button below to try Thought Elevators right now. When you click the button, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page hosted on clickbank.com. ClickBank is the biggest, most trusted online information retailer in the world, so you don't have to worry about anyone seeing your information. Once you check out, they don't even save it. After you fill out the form, you'll receive an email with a link to download the Thought Elevator PDF guide, the videos, and audios. Start using them tonight and you'll instantly feel the change start to happen. As you watch the 3-minute video, you'll feel your mind relax and prepare to enter the theta state. As you play the audios in the background, you'll notice that the world looks like a more positive place. Your fear and despair about the future will change into determination and hope. Over the next several weeks, as Thought Elevators resculpt your brain, you'll find that you're getting along better with your family and friends. People will want to be around you. The theta state will transform your inner self to start attracting wealth and happiness and success. I don't know if you'll get a raise or promotion or find the perfect business idea or create a strong passive income system, but I do know you'll take control of your financial life and finally be free to afford the comfortable life that you deserve. Now, I want you to live life to the fullest and be happy and successful in everything that you do. So if you download this program today, I'll also send you 5 free bonuses. Each one is specially designed to help you manifest success in a specific area of your life, even quicker than with Thought Elevators alone. The first one is my Success While You Sleep meditation tracks. These soothing audios use a precise frequency to sync with your ideal sleeping brainwaves and ease you into the most rejuvenating rest that you've ever felt. Empowering statements will enter your subconscious, letting you rewire your mind even faster. You'll wake up full of energy and inspired for the day. The full retail price of these Success While You Sleep meditation tracks is $39, but today, they're yours for free. The second bonus is the special report, How to Plant a Money Tree. It's packed with highly targeted tricks and techniques to stuff your wallet with passive income so you can practically grow money on trees. Now, normally this report would sell for $55, but you're getting it for free. I'm also sending you my Recognizing Your Soulmate guide. Inside, you'll find a step-by-step roadmap of how to know when the universe has sent you your one true love. This guide is valued at $67, but today, it's yours free. And I also want you to have my favorite I Love Myself workbook. This is the first thing I give to all my students. Positivity starts with being positive about yourself. In this workbook, you'll do simple exercises that'll let you see yourself as the wonderful person that you truly are. I normally charge $59 for this workbook, but I'm including it free today only. The last bonus is the Manifesting Health for Boomers ebook. This to-the-point guide tells the boomer generation everything you need to manifest a healthy, attractive, energetic body. Say goodbye to aches and pains and feeling tired all the time. This ebook would cost $37 by itself, but you're getting it for free. That's a total value of $257. All yours for free when you download Thought Elevators today. Now, I understand that you still might be a little hesitant. You're asking, will this really work? I'm so confident this program will transform your life that I'm offering my unconditional, total satisfaction money-back guarantee. Try Thought Elevators for 2 months. Watch the 3-minute videos and listen to the audios every day. If you don't feel a change, I'll refund you 100%. If you haven't started manifesting your desires, I'll refund you 100%. In fact, I'm so confident thought elevators will change your life. If for any reason you're not satisfied, I'll refund you 100%. Just email me at support@thoughtelevators.com. I'm making this guarantee to you because every day I get stories like what Ted from Maryland told me. Eric, your thought elevators pulled me out of a 10-year slump. I thought I was doomed to go into my old age working 2 jobs and 80 hours a week and still falling deeper in debt. My wife and I were fighting all the time. I needed something to change, but I didn't know what. So I downloaded Thought Elevators and started using it. Right away, I felt happier. I started actually listening to my wife, and the fighting stopped. Everything about my life changed. Pretty soon, my boss gave me a raise. It was enough to quit my second job. Thanks to Thought Elevators, I can actually enjoy time with my family. My wife said she's never seen me so happy. Or what Sarah from California said. My business was falling apart. I threw everything into it, but something would always go wrong. Part of me knew there was something out of sync. Before I found Thought Elevators, I was ready to give up and apply for food stamps. But watching those videos changed something about me. I was able to manifest new clients. I felt inspired to come up with new ways to grow my business. In 1 year, I went from sleeping on my parents' couch to earning enough for a down payment on my first home. And what Brian from New York said. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I hated going to work. I hated coming home. I didn't have any kind of purpose. Then a friend showed me Thought Elevators, and I decided to give it a try. I realized that my negativity was embedded in my subconscious, and it was keeping me from success and happiness. Thought Elevators turned that around. I started enjoying work and enjoying my life. I'd always had a goal to write a novel, and I finally did it. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm achieving my purpose. Thought Elevators changed me from unhappy and hopeless to happy and successful. Thought Elevators has worked for these people and so many more. It'll help you finally manifest the life you deserve. Think about it. You can try Thought Elevators right now at zero risk for only $47. That's less than the price of a fancy dinner. It's half of what you'd spend on a single hypnotherapy session. It's less than a third what you might spend for one visit to a psychologist. But for only $47, you can download Thought Elevators and start reprogramming your mind right away. As you start manifesting wealth and happiness and success, that small investment will come back to you 1,000-fold. It'll feel like pocket change. Plus, you're also getting all 5 bonuses for free. I'm sending you my Success While You Sleep meditation tracks, the How to Grow a Money Tree special report, the Recognizing Your Soulmate guide, the I Love Myself workbook, and the Manifesting Health for Boomers ebook. That's a total value of $257, and it's all yours for free when you download Thought Elevators today. And there's no risk to you because of my total satisfaction money-back guarantee. So go ahead, click the button now to download Thought Elevators and start attracting the financial freedom that you deserve. Hey, the way I see it, you have 3 options. Number 1 is to keep living the way that you are right now. Keep watching life pass you by as you stress out over money. Keep watching your relationships fall apart. Keep letting your goals and plans slip away. Keep feeling unhealthy, unhappy, and unfulfilled. Grow old and try to live on Social Security until one day you die, never living your dreams. Then there's option 2. Use a different, outdated program. Get stuck in the same trap that hijacks 97% of people who use them. Learn to imagine a better life, but never learn to reprogram your mind to actually manifest opportunities and claim your desires. Waste hours meditating every day, trying to enter the theta state on your own. You'll live the same unhappy life as option 1, only now you'll waste time and money on strategies that never work. Or you could choose option 3. Download Thought Elevators and start manifesting happiness, positive relationships, and financial success. Rewire your brain to automatically claim the life you deserve. Stop letting your subconscious hijack your attempts at improving your life. I really hope that you choose option 3. I've seen too many people spend their whole lives slaving away, never getting anywhere. Their brains are pre-wired to send out negative signals to themselves, to the people around them, and to the universe. If they'd only do something to reprogram their minds, they could put an end to their stress and misery and open up a world of happiness and fulfillment. Let me leave you with one final lesson. Do you know what makes successful people different? They expect the positive. They see opportunities and they take them. So if you want to be wealthy, happy, and successful, you need to take the opportunities that life sends you. This is one of those times. Hey, I don't know what brought us together today, but I know it was for a reason. This is your opportunity to start forcing the universe to fulfill your every dream. Don't spend another day turning your back on the success the universe wants to offer you. Download Thought Elevators right now. Now, if you're still here, you probably have some questions. Don't worry, I've heard them all before, and more than ready to answer them. Here are some of the questions that I hear the most. Question: is this a form of mind control? Answer: no. You'll still be the same person you've always been. You'll just improve the way you relate to the world so that you can become the most successful version of yourself. Question: is this dangerous? Answer: no. Hundreds of my students have used thought elevators. They're safe and effective and have no side effects at all. They simply train your mind to attract a better life. Question: is my transaction secure? Answer: yes. ClickBank uses the highest level 256-bit encryption process to make sure that all of your transactions are safe and private. Question: will thought elevators really work? Answer: yes, they will, if you use them regularly. They've been shown to have a dramatic effect on people's lives and the way they view the world. Question: is this just another form of NLP? Answer: no. While they use some elements of NLP, I've also incorporated other high-tech methods to help rewire and realign your brain so that it works both better and faster than any NLP method ever developed. Question: can it really help me live a better life? Answer: yes. You are the only person holding you back from realizing your hopes and dreams. Once you get your brain back on track and destroy the barriers that are keeping you from happiness and success, you'll start living a better life. So don't let anything stop you from reprogramming your brain and transforming your life. Click the button to download Thought Elevators right now.